Hey, how's it going, everyone? Hareli here. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to talk about levels, support resistance levels, and my trades, trade ideas, and how it's structured in the Discord channel. Okay, so let's start off with support resistance levels. Okay, they're basically psychological levels that attract aggressive buyers or sellers, and as a result, they produce bounces, reversals, or breakthroughs. Resistance obviously will act as a ceiling, and support will act as a floor. If you guys can see the image below. So when a stock is trading below the level, it's acting as a resistance, and when it's above, then it's acting as a support. Okay, and these support resistance levels, they don't basically they don't invalidate. Okay, not like supply or demand. You know, they're there. That's where collectively traders agree on a price, basically. Okay, so for the channel, support resistance levels and ideas. So my setups are, pretty simple in concept. And I always harp on reducing the noise, guys. Like, that's stop listening to, all these like uh, gurus with good DDs and whatnot, right? Like the yes, these are all good things to consider, but really you need clarity for yourself to make the trade. Okay, and for me, generally, I look for a break of the support resistance level with volume, a retest or a pullback from that level. Then I proceed with the trade plan following the trend. Okay, so for this example, I was looking at Square to break below 248 and enter the 245 put, projecting the stock to drop in value. Okay, so on the right, on the gray box, that's how it looks in the Discord channel, my ideas, the ideas channel. And, I talk about what kind of setup it is, right? Like it's a technical setup, Elliott wave retrace, and support resistance break. Okay, and 248 below, if the price action moves below 248, then I'm looking to consider the 245 put, okay, to make the trade. And I put on the left the legend, right? The support resistance lines, so you'll see a thick horizontal line with a price tack to it. That's basically the level that I'm looking at to enter the trade. Of course, if it doesn't break, like sometimes it'll touch it, but I won't enter right away. Like I was saying, I'm looking for a test of the level. I'll look for a retest or a pullback. Then I'll go with the trade plan following the trend. Okay, and of course, on the options marking, right? The price action moves less than support resistance, you'll have a less than sign, and price action moves more than support resistance, then you'll have a more than sign. Okay, so as an example, an option contract to consider 248. If Square moves less than 248, then I'm looking for the 245 put. Okay, pretty simple. And so this is the trade result of Square, which we traded on Thursday. Well, the idea pushed out on Thursday, and as you can see on the bottom, right? So on Thursday I published that, and on Friday, on the timeline, you can see it dipping. When it broke through 248, it went down and touched our 245 level. Okay, and of course, this is not like a magic formula or golden indicator where Hareli said it'll break here and automatically I'm gonna go in. Accept that some trades will not work in your favor and should always have a full plan before entering a trade, right? I'm gonna talk about on the next slide how a trade will work and then reverse on you. And these things happen, right? A lot of new traders will fall into that trap of okay, it's going, it's giving me 400, 500 bucks, 600 bucks. Oh my goodness, you know, like, and of course, you get caught up in the moment. But as a trader, it's your job to recognize that, okay, I've hit my target. Now it's time to clock out. Okay? Because ultimately, what we want is freedom, right? You know, you don't want to be sitting in front of your charts all day long, right? So you want to make your money for the day and be done with it. Okay, so this is a trade result of something that worked initially and then reversed. So like I said, you know, many traders fall into that trap of greed and hold on too long and watch the trade go green, you know, fully green, exceptionally green, and then watch it go red, right? And you hear me say green, not greed, guys. Green, not greed. Okay, no matter how tiny that gain is, you know, just keep chipping away at it, and treat it like a business, yeah? Because ultimately, really, this is, you should think of it, you're trading as a business. So the setup was Netflix, 230, I'm sorry, that's a mistake. It's actually 635. So over 635, more than that, I'm looking for the 650 call. Okay, so on Thursday, the setup was, you see the horizontal line, 635. And on Friday, we actually opened way above 635. We actually hit the almost 639. So you see this massive move on Netflix on Friday, touching 643, and you see it reverse. Okay, and I always say that, right? Like, you know, have a full plan, have a stop, or you know, like if you're going in just randomly, like, okay, 635, boom, you go in, and you know, expecting this thing to give you thousands and thousands of dollars overnight, like, hey, you might want to step back and refocus. Okay, so there's that part for the support resistance. I'm going to talk about the options contracts. So buying option contracts, okay, they're basically financial instruments that provide us leverage, okay, and it gives us the right to buy or sell a stock at a certain price or date, at a certain price and date. Okay, there's basically two types of options: calls, which is, you know, you're betting that the stock will rise in value, or puts, and you're betting that the stock will drop in value. Here's some basic lingo. A strike is the price that the trader expects the stock to move, whether up or down, okay, in value, in relation to what is trading now. So let's, for example, I don't know, Tesla is currently trading at 790, and I want to pick the strike of 800. So, you know, you're predicting that it'll go up, okay? Premium is basically the price you pay for that contract, that right. Okay, think of it like as if you know, your buddy has an iPhone, okay, and this, you're predicting this iPhone to rise in value over time, or a playing card. So you basically tell your buddy, hey, I was wondering, you know, if I could pay you a certain amount of premium, right, to have the right to buy or sell this card or this iPhone. That's basically what, in a basic, you know, in layman's term, you know, what the premium is. And the expiration date is the date where you choose when that contract ends. Okay, so, hey friend, let me have the rights to buy or sell this Michael Jordan trading card, and you know what? I'll pay you $500, and I think this will rise in value in a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now. I would like to have the right for about 3 weeks. You know, this is the contract that you enter. So just be aware that there's a risk that you must consider, right? Contracts can expire all the way to zero, and most traders will say it'll expire worthless. So if your bet does not move to your prediction by the end of the contract date. Okay. So here's a breakdown of the options contract, and you'll see this. I'll show you an example of what it looks like also in the Discord. Okay, so green, I color coded this thing. So green is a symbol. The blue is expiration, red is a strike, and maroon is call or put. Okay, so what it looks like is the ticker symbol NFLX, 15 October 21, 640 call, which means call meaning I want it to go up. Okay, and expiring on 15th of October. So on the chart below, you'll see an example of an options chain. Okay. So whatever app you're using, whether it be Ameritrade or Webull or Interactive Brokers, you just punch in your ticker symbol, and if you're approved for options trading, you'll have an options tab. Okay, so you open up your options tab, and for me personally, I like to set it up this way. I have my calls on the left, option contracts, and then the puts on the right side. Okay, and if you look, down the middle is the strike prices. Okay, so if I want to enter in a call contract, I'm gonna hit the bid or ask on the left side, and if I want to go for the put, I'm gonna hit the bid or ask on the right side. Okay, and on the blue you'll see the expiration dates, and you can see in parentheses on the chart that how many days are left till expiration. Okay, so for 15 October, for example, this expires in 5 days. 22 October, it expires in 12 days, so on and so forth. Okay, and so in the options channel or the members options lounge channel, if you choose to use that, just a few things to note, right? So we went over Netflix. Netflix, October 15 expiration. If it hits October 15th and it doesn't hit 650 or it goes against you, then of course your premium just basically goes to zero. Another example of what I push on the Discord channel. So for example, BA, right? Boeing, 250 call, meaning I want this, the stock value to go up. And there's no expiration date. I just put swing 46 weeks out, meaning I'm looking at a strike between 4 to 6 weeks away. I'm not looking for this move to happen right away. I'm affording myself some time, okay, some extra time for this move to happen, for this 250 price to happen. And same thing with Microsoft, right? So I'm looking for a move on the upside, 300 call, right? And swinging also 4 to 6 weeks out, okay? And on the last example, Affirm, AFRM, it doesn't have a expiration date, meaning I'm most likely taking the expiration that ends that week or that Friday. So whatever week it is, right? Like I'm taking the expiration on that that day or the Friday of that week. All right, so I hope that was clear. That's basically it for how I structure my ideas and how I push out the options notifications in the channel. If you have any questions, shoot me a DM, and I hope that made sense to a lot of you folks. I know you were all asking like how does this work and whatnot. Yeah, like I said, don't hesitate to send me questions, and don't forget to subscribe. Please let your friends and family know. If they're looking into starting trading or investing, then send them my way. I really appreciate that. I don't advertise, so I rely on word of mouth. So that would be highly appreciated. Thank you guys. I'll see you all at Open.